If you're an investor in Ontario or BC, these are going to be the 4 reasons you should consider investing in the Calgary real estate market. Hey guys, it's Nathaniel Terryberry.
And Graham Terryberry.
With the Terryberry Real Estate Group. We're Calgary Realtors here working every day in the Calgary real estate market. So today what we want to talk about is 4 reasons why you should be investing in the Calgary real estate market as an out-of-province investor.
Yeah, so I actually got started as a realtor from my experience of being a real estate investor. So what we bring to the table is not only our multiple years of experience as realtors, but that background as real estate investors. So we understand how you're thinking and what you're looking for in properties.
Exactly. So without further ado, let's jump into the first point and see why. Number 1 reason why you should start investing in the Calgary real estate market. All right, so number 1 is affordability. Calgary is among the top cities in affordable housing prices and living, especially when comparing to Vancouver and Toronto, which both have average home prices of above $1.2 million. Calgary is about $457,000 for the average residential rate, and for detached homes, it is a little over $550,000.
Yeah, so obviously your money is going to go a lot further in Alberta than it will either in BC or Ontario. So we're able to find reasonably priced investment properties, below $400,000, but certainly up to $500,000. You can find some good properties.
Exactly. So if you have a place that's worth $1 million, you can sell it and actually end up buying 2 fairly great houses for $500,000. Yep. So affordability is a number 1 main factor why there are a lot of investors coming to Calgary and investing in the Calgary market right now.
So the second reason, or the second most popular reason anyways, is not only because of that affordable real estate, but also it's cash flowing. So as an investor, there's several ways to make money on your property, but cash flow is king. And in Calgary, our rents haven't really dropped that much, but properties are cash flowing. So if you're looking to utilize some of that equity that you have tied up in your property, maybe over the last couple of years, you've seen your house appreciate a huge amount and you're looking where you can invest that. We've talked to investors in BC and in Ontario. They're not getting cash flow right now. Properties are still cash flowing here in Alberta and in Calgary specifically.
Yeah, as another point, the strength of the Alberta economy is further increased by the amount of people coming. So last year in 2021, it was a 172% increase in net migration versus 2020. So big gains there of people moving to Alberta, as well as we're seeing a lot of interprovincial migration and international migration. And mainly when you're coming internationally, a lot of international migrants will have to rent a place to start because they need to build up their credit as they get settled in Canada. So lots of people moving here and lots of people looking for places to rent.
So number 3 on our list is the GDP growth in Alberta. Alberta is forecast to lead the country in 2022 with our GDP growth. We're seeing oil and gas is really strong again. There's a lot of industries coming back into Alberta. Our tax situation here is probably the most favorable in Canada as well for corporations. So we're starting to see more larger corporations move here, which they're either going to hire people here or they're going to bring their staff. So there's more people looking to rent. And then on the back end of that, as we get more people moving here, we talked about the in-migration. We're expecting to see the supply and demand. We're expecting to see strong equity growth. So if you're an investor, you're already getting, a low purchase price or lower purchase price than where you are at home. You're getting cash flow, and now you're getting equity appreciation. That's kind of a trifecta that you're not getting in Ontario or BC at the moment.
And number 4, the final one, the Landlord Tenant Act, way more favorable here in Alberta than in BC or Ontario. So it's a lot easier to get rid of poor tenants, and it's a lot easier to raise rents when you are thinking of a rental increase. So just more favorable in general to the landlord versus the tenant compared to other provinces. It just puts you in, gives you a little bit more control over your tenants and your property or your asset.
Yeah, so with the Landlord Tenant Act being more favorable towards the landlord, obviously you have more control. And I know that that's keeping some people, or has kept some people, from investing in Ontario or BC because the rules there favor the tenant, and that makes it less appealing to be that landlord, whereas here we don't have as many restrictions on the landlord that way. If you've got more questions about that specifically, feel free to reach out below. We will put a link down below for the Residential Tenancy Act as well, so that you can read that. But if you do have specific questions about the Act or anything else that we've talked about, we would be happy to talk to you. Feel free to reach out. We'll put our details down below as well, and we look forward to talking to you.
Yeah. So I'll leave a link down. There's a work with us button if you are interested in investing in the Calgary real estate market, or even just having a conversation about it. So we can walk you through a little bit more in depth, and it kind of depends on what everyone's looking for, what property type and where you want to be, et cetera, et cetera. But if you are interested, feel free to give us a call and we would be happy to help you out.